It's another classic.
You are now rocking with the Life League.
Posted.
It's another classic.
Oh, Life League gonna be at the game? I gotta turn up.
Mandatory.
Yo, what's going on? Facebook,
What's going on?
YouTube. We are back with another episode of Life League TV. I'm your gracious host, Jade Tarver, and tonight we're going to be discussing 5 ways in order to improve your highlight reel. So, for those of you who don't know, Life League is a platform where we educate, uplift, and also provide exposure for student athletes. And I have 2 GOATs on the line.
No, not yet.
2 GOATs in the videography world, especially here in Middle Georgia. I have Chris Robinson of Shooters OD and also Jade Phelps of Unreported by Jade. Before we go ahead and get started, make sure when you come into the stream, make sure that you like the video, make sure that you share, make sure that you comment in the comment section. We're answering the questions that you may have, and also make sure that you follow Life League on Instagram and Twitter at The Life League, and also subscribe to the Life League YouTube channel as well. So without further ado, Chris, we'll go ahead and start with you, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and also tell them about the services that you have to offer.
Cool. Appreciate it. Well, first of all, I appreciate you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Life League, they do big things in the community. Real helpful. He helped me out, you know what I'm saying, with the kids, getting in there with the kids and the parents. So big salute to my dog, and well, we got more stuff coming in the future. But I'm Chris, Shooters OD. I'm from Florida. I'm a veteran. I've been in Middle Georgia like 10 years now. So I got here in like 2011. Air Force, baby, you know what I'm saying? So been here ever since. I started Shooters OD. Me and my homeboy Demetrius, we started Shooters OD in I want to say like 2016, just to for real, like record the games and like throw them on YouTube, you know, make a little music video out of them. The kids loved it. It got shared a bunch. It got a lot of views, and then so we've been running like that since 2016 in the community. Yeah, that's it really. We're here now, 2020. What's up?
That's what's up. All right, Jay, go ahead and tell the people about yourself and the services you have to offer.
All right. I'm Jade Phelps. I'm actually from around this area, from County High School. So I'm from Montezuma, Georgia. I'm the content creator for Unreported by Jay. I started this with the idea of helping like athletes that don't normally have people like come record their games. So it's basically for like the unreported or the kids that are trying to get some more exposure. So I actually only been like filming for like a year now, but I feel like, you know, as I progress within like the career, I'm going to run into more athletes. So shout out to everybody that has been like instrumental to helping me get where I am. I definitely won't forget you guys, but right now my services, I offer like video montages and highlights for games. So, you know, you can follow my IG and go see some of my work and we can get it popping. I'm trying to work on like workout videos, trying to get some documentaries under my belt. So, you know, I got some things, you know, that's in the works, and, you know, I'm here, you know, with 2 people that's doing big things for this community. So, you know, I'm blessed for this opportunity, and thank you, Jeff, for, you know, inviting me to the show. And Chris, you know, it's already up. And
What's
you know,
up?
he makes dope videos, you guys. So definitely go follow his page, and we'll definitely, you know, be in touch and be doing some things together. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. Again, I appreciate you guys for coming on to the stream tonight for the top 5 ways, or just 5 ways that student athletes can improve their highlight reels. These aren't necessarily in any particular order, but I'll take that back. Number 5 is probably number 1. As it relates to making sure that you get a good highlight reel. But let's go ahead and get started. Looks like we got somebody. Okay, my boy Terry, Kendrick in the house, repping shooters OD. But let's go ahead and jump into number one. Oh,
Yeah.
Place your best highlight at the beginning of the reel. I cannot tell you how many highlight reels that I see that start off slow and boring. And I'm like, okay, when are y'all gonna get to the good stuff? You know, student athletes, I want you to understand something. You usually only have about 10 seconds or so, if that long, in order to capture somebody's attention. So you want to make sure that when you start your highlight reel, or whoever does your highlight reel, make sure they put the best highlight at the beginning so that somebody see you dunk on somebody or hit somebody real hard or hit a home run or whatever the case may be. They say, wow, he can jump out the gym, or she can shoot, or she can do this, or he can do that. Let me watch some more. But when you bore people from the beginning, it makes it harder for them to actually watch it. So if they're scrolling down Instagram or on YouTube or whatever the case may be, if I don't kind of wow you within those first 10 seconds, I'm probably going to keep scrolling. So understand this. Another thing is you got to understand who's your audience. You know, 9 times out of 10, you're trying to impress coaches, right? Or your friends. And before we get too deep, I'm going to go ahead and pitch it off to either Jade or Chris. Understand there's a difference between an Instagram highlight type of montage and a real highlight tape in which you're trying to get recruited from. So I think a lot of people conflate the two and think that they're the same thing. Like, they're both needed because you want to draw people to your pages and show people who you are and what you're capable of. But when we're talking about highlight reels, we're trying to get coaches to watch us. So you have to kind of keep that in mind when you're choosing, you know, certain clips and music, which we'll get into in a second. But kind of keep in mind, who's your audience? Who are you trying to get to watch your highlight reel at the end of the day? But like I said, I always try to start it off with something exciting, something that's going to keep people's attention. Jade, how do you kind of start your reels, or what are some of the things that you look for when you're shooting for a highlight reel?
Most definitely, I have to make sure, you know, we're on the same page with what it actually is that you are trying to get across. So just like you said, like, it's a difference between something for social media, it's a difference for something for coaches. So if you're asking me for something for coaches, it's no beginnings, it's just all plays straight up. Like, you hooping, you playing defense, you rebounding, you in the right position. That's a highlight reel for a coach. Now, an Instagram montage, of course, I try to just get like something that, you know, that sticks out, that maybe you did on the court, or maybe you've done something on the sideline that's interesting, you know, to lead up, because I try to let my videos tell a story. So I try to start it off with a more like cinematic vibe, and then when the beat drop, then I get to like all the high flashing and high rise and stuff. Because really, like, the Instagram stuff, if the kid posts themselves, people already know who they are. So you don't really have to like build up and like wow them at the beginning, because people are going to watch it because that's their friend or something like that. But definitely, if it's for a coach, I definitely try to emphasize, you know, just straight up basketball plays. Like, I might show your introduction for the game, but that's probably by as far as I'll take it, just because I know, like, coaches aren't looking for the same thing that social media is looking for. They're not looking for the same thing. So I definitely, my main thing is just trying to figure out like what it is that you need as far as like your highlight tape.
Good deal. Chris, you want to add anything to that?
Same thing. You gotta know what they want, and you gotta know the platform. So if you're throwing it on YouTube, yeah, people probably gonna sit on YouTube a little bit longer. That's what they went there for, you know. That's why, I mean, yeah, you know, that's why they went there. They went there to sit there a little bit longer. Instagram, they scrolling. You got to pop. You know what I'm saying? You got to pop. You got to be flashy. Instagram, you putting all that swag on it, all that slow mo. You know what I'm saying? You really doing what the big dog is doing. So yeah, that's how we started. Shoot, I was like, dang, that ball is life. Yeah, I like that. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, me being an athlete, like, I wanted to go to college and play ball. I wish somebody would record me. I probably would have went a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why they go so hard. They're like, I got the new J's, but when I get on the court, I'm sorry. So I got to put both of them together. That's when you get these young swaggy dudes get to go to college for 1 year, go play in the D League or something, because they already there with it. Their parents them brought them up. They was literally born for it. But everybody else is a 1%. So You gotta know what you're putting in there. You gotta know who it's for and know what you like to see. And you know what I'm saying? Choose your videographer or your your director or whatever accordingly.
No doubt, no doubt. We got a comment in the chat. My dog, Jeremy Bradshaw, said, tell my girl Jade, I'm proud of her, and tell me, keep grinding. I love them both. That's what's up.
Big dog.
That's what's up. That's the big man right there.
That's the man with the plan.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jet Training Academy.
Jet
All right. So number one, like we said, make sure that when we're talking about highlight reels, we're not necessarily talking about Instagram footage and Instagram montages and things. Like, we're talking about highlight reels that's gonna help you get recruited to play at the next level. All right. Put your best stuff at the beginning in order to keep people's attention. All right, let's go ahead and transition into number two. Oh my God.
We just had that issue.
I can't tell you how bad I get when I see people recording like this.
What?
That's the official mama. My mama is recording for me.
My mama
She's standing up doing this.
No disrespect to mom, but if you
right, we love the moms, but this is you.
And she might put some Shirley Caesar on the back of that thing.
But if you're gonna have somebody recording for you, have them to turn the phone sideways, y'all. Sideways. That way you're capturing more of what's being shown as opposed to being straight up. It's less than, it's a little bit less what the viewer can see online, number one. But as it relates to editing, it's easier for your videographer to edit it if you have your camera sideways. You get to see more of what's going on in the shot. So number two is make sure that you hold your devices landscape or sideways so that you can capture everything that's going on in the video. Chris, I'm gonna start with you on this one, man. So how do you because you guys are professionals at this, so how do you, and we all kind of have different styles. I watched both of you guys work, and I think we all do things just a little bit differently, and do things in different ways. Like I like to kind of shoot from the stands, like kind of down on the game.
Bird's eye view.
Right. That's just my preference. I'm lazy. I don't like moving around that much. So I'd rather just get my spot early in the game. I sit down where I know I can see everything. And preferably I like to do where a lot of other people ain't around. That way they ain't walking in front of the camera and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how do you guys kind of choose, what spots you want to get in once you get, to the game? Chris, we'll start with you.
Like I said, when the first thing I ever saw of somebody, recording a high school basketball game, it was right there on that baseline. And they as soon as the video came on, the boys slammed it, boo, like right there in your grill. So I was in love right then. So that's when we got our equipment. I'm on this baseline, bro. You on the other baseline. We shooting the same game, boom. You spin right and get all the crowd reactions. I spin left and get all the crowd reactions. We're gonna put the video together like that. That's how it was. We were two-headed monsters. You know what I'm saying? So it came out like it came out. We already had that angle mindset. I haven't been up top before, but when it's down in the nitty gritty in that paint, when they coming to you, it ain't no better feeling than, you know what I'm saying, that wood coming towards you. Yeah.
Jay, what about you?
I actually started off just like you, Jeff. I used to sit at the top of the bleachers, and it's crazy because the first game I recorded, I was behind the bench. And my homeboy Leary, shout out Leary, like he was the one that told me, like, yeah, you need to move up. Like if you're gonna like record the game, you gotta move up. So the second game, I sat up closer and I was like using my phone, but I wanted like a more, like when I watch videos, I was like, dang, I want like facial expressions. Like I want when they scream at a player, or when they say you can't guard me, like I want to see that. So that's what made me like want to stand on the sidelines. And I still couldn't really see it that well with my camera. Well, with my iPhone, so I was like, yeah, I got to get me a camera now. So it's just like the transition from like, like I love like the view up top, especially, when you're trying to see everything, like you can definitely see the game better. Like, but standing on the sidelines, it actually challenges you as like a film person to follow the ball. Like, because I know some players have faked me a couple times. Like I'm thinking the pass going right here and he threw it somewhere else. So it's definitely a challenge. But like standing on the baseline, like it's fun. Like I like seeing like everything like up close, like right there, especially when you like put a mic on the camera and you can hear like some of the stuff that players say. Like it's hilarious. So it's fun.
No doubt. Got another comment in the chat. This is my brother from Brazil, Douglas. Coach Dougie, what's going on, man? Hopefully we can see you guys soon. When Corona was supposed to, Ashley was supposed to go to Brazil in June, man. Of course, coronavirus shut all that down. So hopefully we'll be able to get down there back to Caruru as soon as COVID kind of dies down a little bit, man. Actually, Jade and Chris, I need one of y'all, if not both of y'all, to come with me in order to get some of that good footage.
What's
Oh, yeah. We ready.
We both ready. Go, we might get a, you know what I'm saying? We can both fly, whatever.
We ready.
No doubt. Got Coach Antoine Hill in the house, shouting out Jade. Y'all be on the lookout for Antoine Hill Jr. too. That boy gonna be.
Oh yes. Next up. Definitely next up.
No doubt. All right, so that was number 2. Make sure players, if your mom or dad or whoever is in the stands filming for you, make sure that they are holding their devices landscape, which means they're holding them sideways so that we can see more of the footage. All right. Let's go ahead and transition into number 3. Now, I'll say this again. We're talking about highlight reels. So you gotta understand your audience. Who is your audience? Who is going to be watching this, right? You got to think about some of these college coaches are old, right? They don't know nothing about no little baby. They don't know nothing about no Gucci Mane and Baby and Baby and Slim, Baby and Manafred. They don't know nothing about none of that. They want to see what you can do. So as it relates to using clean music, you don't want to start it off with a curse word and they like, man, just turn that off. Because I've seen coaches be like, I don't want to listen to that. You know, go to the next one. So you can be the best player, but your highlight tape might not even get watched just due to the type of music that you're putting in it. Now, of course, if it's for Instagram or if it's just for show, you know, you got a little bit more wiggle room, so to speak. But even then, if a coach goes to your Instagram or to your Twitter page or whatnot, and you got, you know, something that could be considered, you know, lewd or anything like that, that might not necessarily leave a good impression with that coach either. So, Jay, we're gonna bounce back to you for this one. Like, how do you choose your music for, you know, your reels? Do you let the athlete kind of tell you what they want, or do you kind of give them some advice, or how do you kind of choose the music that you choose for your reels?
Well, sometimes like after the game, if I tell the kid like, hey, I'm gonna get a tape for you, they'll already tell me like what song they will use. But I tried to stay away from that because a lot of the music they were choosing was a lot of the stuff that does not have an edited version. And you know, like I tell them, like it's like you shouldn't really want to make a video if it doesn't have a clean version. So a lot of the times, like I just get on like, you know, Apple Music and look at like Rap Life and look at the playlist, look at new music. Cause I'm not a music head. I don't really listen to a lot of music. Like I listen to the same like 5 songs every day. So I'm not a big music person, but I had to learn Lil Baby's album like up and down because I swear like for like 2 months straight, that's all people ask for. But definitely you know, when you're choosing the song as an athlete, like be mindful of, you know, who you are trying to send it to. Because like if I make you a full highlight tape, like I'm not even going to put like music up there. It's gonna be instrumentals, like, and it's not even gonna be like some hard beat dropping instrumental. It's gonna be like something simple where, you know, just so other people won't get offended. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really know like what a coach might be on that day. And then you cut on some music and it's boom, 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 boom. He'd be like, nah, I don't even want to listen to that. So it's just like when you have a tape for Instagram, like I don't like making tapes with cursing in it. So if it has a song with cursing, I'm gonna tell you, hey, you need to pick another song because it doesn't have an edited version. But you know, they try to use a lot of local artists, and some local artists, they not gonna make a clean version of their song. So I try to get away from letting kids pick their song. So I normally pick it. I try to stay up to date on music because I don't want them to say, man, she old, man, she playing that old music, because I don't listen to new stuff like that. So that's normally what I try to do.
The deal, Chris. What about you?
Rap Life, right? What she just said, Apple Music, iTunes, Rap Life, about the top 15. Then get some good ones in there. Go to YouTube, finesse, boom, edit it. That's it. But yeah, like me personally, yeah, they be asking. Sometimes the kids be asking, The parents, I ain't never had a parent like tell me like to change a song. But yeah, I be putting cussing. There be some cussing sometimes now, but it don't be too bad. I try not to be too explicit. I ain't finna put no WAP on there. I ain't put no WAP on that thing now. But you know, but and then I pay subscription services for copyright free music, so I can't get sued, by them artists and stuff like that. But other than that, I go to Apple Music or something that I already know that's good and clean and wholesome.
Right. Good deal. All right. If you're just coming into the room, we are talking with Chris Robinson of Shooters OD and Jade Phelps of Unreported by Jay, discussing the 5 ways that student athletes can improve their highlight reels. All right. Next up, this one is another one that I see that needs to be corrected. Removing unnecessary footage. Free throws, like I don't need to see your whole free throw. We know you got 10 seconds to shoot it, so eliminate anything that can bore your viewer. Timeout. I be seeing timeouts and highlight reels. I'm like, why y'all got the timeout in the highlight reel? Like the whole 30-second timeout is in the reel. Like, no, take that part out. Even in football, like sometimes it take 30 seconds in order to snap the ball. You shouldn't necessarily use the whole 30 seconds. Bores your viewer. Like it needs to be snap, or it needs to be okay. I got the ball in my hand, I'm throwing it, and then catching it. Like you don't need the whole down. You don't really need all that. Get straight to the point. Even for basketball or baseball, whatever that's the case. If it's baseball, it need to be pitch it. It don't need to be. You don't need to see the catcher, tell the pitcher what to throw. You don't need all of that. Get straight to the point. Yeah. Chris, we're going to bounce to you on this one. How do you choose what footage in order to put in your reels? Like, is certain things that you look for? Is it a difference between what you look for like an Instagram montage or a highlight reel? Like, what goes into, how you actually choose what you put into your highlight reel?
You gotta know what the client wants. You gotta know what they're going for. If they're going for cinematic and extra dramatic and lengthy, long stuff, then and like a documentary type stuff, vlog type stuff, then yeah, that if you go look on my channel, on the first probably like 4 videos suck trash, like, and my homeboy he edited like the first 4. I was over his shoulder every time. Boom. We'll go to the game, shoot the game, go back to the apartment, edit it, drop it same night. Like not knowing what we're doing, not knowing what it's gonna do. But when the first couple was popping, when we was popping up at Hoco and Warren Robbins, it was like, to us it was the best thing in the world. But I know looking back, man, that just ugly. You know what I'm saying? We just had good equipment. It saved it. The equipment saved us. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Just knowing what the client want, knowing your style. You got to have a style. Like I ain't have a style at first. It was just games. I hit my homeboy up. He make beats. Let me use one of your beats. If they get 1 million views, bro, I pay you. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Playing around, but that's how it was in the beginning. So knowing who you is, knowing who the client is, knowing your style, knowing what they're going for, and then revisions. Like if you send it, don't be mad if they say I don't like this, take this out. Like, shoot, like just do it. Like it's gonna make your product better. They ain't saying it because they don't like you. They just don't. They might not mess with that little piece or whatever. So boom, scratch that, keep it moving.
No doubt. What about you, Jade?
For me, I know I'm guilty of like using unnecessary clips. Like I said, I go back and watch my videos all the time. Like, dang, I should have took that out. Like I took that out. So now I'm more so trying to like focus on, just high impact plays, like whether it's like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, or if I have to stretch it out, like I'm still like learning through that whole process. But definitely, I agree with Jeff with the removing of unnecessary footage, especially if you're sending it to a coach. Like I feel like honestly, like those tapes are a little bit they aren't as stressful as like a montage for Instagram, just simply because you just basically use what they did from the game. Like you really don't have to cut much unless, you know, somebody's standing there dribbling for like 30 seconds. But for the most part, like, cause I know Huddle is a good place to do like your stuff for coaches, and it actually gives you the opportunity to cut and paste and stuff like that. And it's like a real simple process. So definitely like when you're sending something to a coach, I recommend, you know, take out like stuff that doesn't matter. Like basically focus on what you need to focus on. But as far as like something for Instagram, like you just don't dwell on a play. Like it has to be like quick, quick, quick. Like people want to see different stuff. Like because people don't understand how hard it is to like film for like an hour and try to dim that down within 1 minute of footage. Like, and you filmed so much stuff. Like, I'll come home and be like, oh my God, I got 200 clips. Like, what? Why did I record that much? Like, now I got to sit here and go through the same process. Got to rewatch this whole thing again.
Rewatch it
so
a couple times.
all the while they texting like, when you gonna be finished? When you gonna be finished? I'm like, yo, like so it's just like it's a process. It is a process of trying to like go through unnecessary footage, and like I know I'm still learning. Like I'm trying to like use less stuff. So I definitely feel like that's something that's important.
Yeah, I think too is like when you do stop filming, like you like, I don't want to get too much footage. As soon as you stop filming, that's when
some amazing happen. Some amazing happen.
Really like as a creator, I feel like we fall in love with the I feel like we just fall in love with our craft, and we want to use all the dope shots. We got a bunch of dope shots, and we don't know what to do with them, so I'm just put it in there.
Yeah,
they gonna like it.
You trying to use everything.
Yeah,
like, I'm still trying to learn. Like it's okay to not use everything. Like it's all right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're talking about the 5 different ways in which student athletes can improve their highlight reels. I'm here with Chris Robinson of Shooters OD and Jade Phelps with Unreported by Jay. When you come in the room, make sure that you like the video, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I actually just gave y'all a sneak peek of number 5, which is hire a professional. I know money is tight. I know, you know, your mama got a new iPhone. Your daddy got a new camera he bought from Best Buy that he ain't never used before. And they do not know how to edit the footage. You get what you pay for. And as it relates to highlight reels, you want to make sure that you're willing to pay the amount of money that it's going to take for you to get your highlight reel seen by the right people. Like I said before, the other 4 things that we've given you tonight, those are just 4 things. That's just a tip off the iceberg or chip off the iceberg. There's other things that go into, you know, making highlight reels and videography that most people who don't do it, they don't know. It's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's nitpicky type of work. And that's why, you know, videographers have to charge what they charge, because once you see the final product, you're like, dang, that look good, but you don't see the amount of work that goes into it behind the scenes in order to make it look as good as it looks. So if you really want, you know, your highlight reel to look professional, you want to make sure that when people watch it, they're impressed. You need to be willing to invest the amount of money that it's going to cost in order to do a good job. I'll say this. Presentation is everything. And if it looks janky, coach is going to be like, you know, I don't really want to watch that. It feel like it was shot on an iPhone 4. Like, the whole thing is landscape. I'm not even going to waste my time watching it. But if you got somebody that knows what they're doing, of course, it's going to look a whole lot better. So with that being said, Chris, I think we start with Chris on this one.
Maybe. Let Jay go first.
Okay, let Jay go on this one. This is an opportunity for you to kind of just, you know, tell people, you know, why should they, you know, come to Jade or Unreported by Jade to get their highlight reels done? Like, what type of services that you offer, you know, that make you stand out, or, you know, what type of specials do you have, or whatever the case may be? Like, why should people come to Jade in order to get their highlight reels done?
I would say I'm not a clout chaser. You know, I don't do stuff, you know, just I like all the extra edits and stuff. It looks awesome to me, but I want to see you hoop. Like when I watch a video, I want to see you hoop. I don't want to see your warm up dunks. I don't want to see, you know, the jump shots that might have went in but really didn't go in. Like I want to see you hoop. Like so when you come to me, your reel is gonna be of you hooping. So if you didn't hoop, it's gonna reflect that you didn't hoop. Like that's just how I feel. Like I want people to feel like, you know, I'm not cheating them out of your money. Like I'm not finna just throw a whole bunch of edits together and be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to be fair. You know, I look out a lot. Like I record a lot of footage, and sometimes when kids like, hey, you got that clip? I send it to them. You know, I feel like I show love. Like, you know, and I feel like, you know, with me, you know, I'm looking for the athletes that aren't getting the same opportunity. Like I feel like, you know, just like when Mikey was in Atlanta, you know, how every film person ran up there to watch him, you know, I'm not, I would rather watch the kids that, you know, don't get that type of exposure. You know, like that, all that stuff is like cool and dandy, but we have some of the best talent here in Middle Georgia that nobody knows because nobody ever came out to come watch them. Like, yeah, we may have one or two like top tier talent players, but other than that, like they're not coming to see nobody else. So I feel like I'm trying to provide a service to help you get yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Like if a coach is hating on you and they not trying to put your stuff out, you can hire somebody to film your stuff. You put your own stuff, you put your own stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't let nobody else like determine your future. So I try not to deal with athletes. I don't want to deal with parents. So, you know, if it's something where you want me to come film through the season, I prefer to talk to your parents. But at the same time, like I'm one of those people that I'm trying to look out for people that, you know, wouldn't get the same type of exposure. Like it's some kids I know, but people wouldn't like would come down here to come film you. Like some of those people in Atlanta that's charging like $300 for a tape, bro, they not finna come down here and film you if you scoring like 5 points a game. But you scoring 5 points a game and I'm making you look like you scored 20. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, you never really know. Like you said, presentation is everything. So you can impress a lot of people with a tape. Like all it takes is exposure. All it takes is get your name out there. And I just want to help you like get your name out there. So I feel like, you know, it's not, you don't even have to just come to me. Like it's so many people that's around the area who I follow locally who record a lot of stuff like Shooters OD. Like I know like Grant, he does a lot of good stuff. So it's like it's a lot of good people. Like you don't just have to come to me. Like I want you to get as many people to come film you as possible to put yourself out there because this is not for us. Like I like basketball, so I don't mind filming, but at the same time, like this is for you. Like this is a service for you. And I feel like this wasn't around when I was in school, so I feel like it's best to take advantage of that opportunity because people ain't watching stuff on camcorders no more. I'm sorry, like people not watching that. Like you gonna have to, if you want to take yourself serious, if you want to invest in yourself, like we invested in ourselves. We bought this high tech equipment. Like we bought the softwares. Like I paid like $50 a month on subscriptions to stuff. Like you know, like we're invested in ourselves. So as a parent, you got to invest in your kids. Like it's not, you're not paying me. You saying that you want to believe in your child. If you don't believe in your child, you know, I can't make you believe in them. But you know, I feel like that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a parent, you know, just saying I'm investing in my child's future, and that's what those big time players' parents do. They pay all this money to get their child to a certain level. Like if you can pay a trainer, if you can pay to go use a gym every month, you can pay somebody to put your material out there. So,
all right,
you know, I'm an advocate for us all.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Well, shoot. Hey, everything she said was right on time. But yeah, like get a professional. You don't know how to do it. Somebody in the world know how to do it. You got all these subscription-based services, all these places that everybody trying to teach somebody something. Everybody trying to teach. We on here trying to teach. Like literally, I ain't signed up to teach, but look at everybody teaching. Corona got everybody teaching. So give back. That's how we look at it. Give back. I got a lot of real talk. I got a lot of dead home like raw sports. I'm talking raw. I got scars on my body from some of my homeboys whacking, you know what I'm saying, whacking me in practice. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I tell the jits all the time. I tell the kids all the time. Why I give my left, you know what I'm saying, to be where you at. Like for real. 10th grade, let me go back to 10th grade. I'd be so raw. I probably wouldn't be here talking to y'all. And I guarantee we all got, you know what I'm saying, if we can go back one more time. That's the basis for, you know what I'm saying, Shooters OD, overly dedicated. You know what I'm saying? We just that's how I look at sports. I don't look at sports no other way. It's fun, but a lot of people eat off this. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James really changed the world. Them boys like Giannis, You know what I'm saying? They ain't playing no ball right now. That's big. Like they stopping that bread. That's bread. That's billions. You know what I'm saying? They're probably losing $1 billion every night. They don't play a game. So that's if them y'all ultimate goals, if them the kids' ultimate goals, then I'm good at what I do with you. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a over deliver. I always over deliver. You know what I'm saying? I got too much footage. I'm back in the early day. I might lose some. Some might mess around and get deleted. My bad. I'm gonna look out on the next time. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna deliver again. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Over dedicated, over deliver. The fruit come back so fast. If I'm working with Middle Georgia Push, they got 20 kids in the gym who need to take. You know what I'm saying? If I'm working with Life Lead, they got 20 kids. If I'm working with Jet, they got 20 kids. That's a lot of. If I wanted, that's a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? So the craft, our craft sometimes outweigh. You know what I'm saying? The money, and then during Corona times, it's the exact opposite. Everybody 90 days behind at least.
Yeah.
You and Drake, Drake, we on the same level. If you ain't never made a song or you Drake, y'all on the same level because Corona. If I'm Baller's Life and if I'm Shooters OD, I'm looking at Baller's Life, we on the same type of time because somebody trying to teach me how to do what Baller's Life doing. They got a course about it. I might have to pay about $300, but you know what I'm saying? Real estate courses, the kids, like they don't even know they don't even have to play sports. Like some of them don't even know they ain't got to play sports. That's all they know. That's really all they want to do. So you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell me nothing. So I know how they feel. I got an 8-year-old. I already can't tell her nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. It's just growing pains, learning. You know what I'm saying? Knowing who you want to be in life, in a career, job, whatever you want to go to school. You gotta wake up every day and do it. You gotta go to sleep every day doing it. All that. You know, it just gotta be. You got to be really doing too much. You got to tell people need to tell you to slow down in order for you to, you know what I'm saying? That's step out of your comfort zone, all that type of stuff. But
yeah, most definitely.
That's where it's at.
Good deal, man. So you heard it here first. If you're just not coming into the room, we are with Jade Phelps of Unreported by Jay, and also Chris Robinson with Shooters OD. We are enlightening student athletes and their parents who are on the live how to improve their highlight reels. We just gave y'all a taste of how you can take your highlight reel from 0 to 10 with, I won't say 0 to 10, but 0 to 8. We're gonna give you 3. You got to pay for the other 2. You got to pay for the other 2, right? But no, we just gave you guys some great information. Let's do a quick recap. Number 1 was to place your best highlight at the beginning of the reel. You want to make sure that you captivate the audience. Make sure that you have them there wanting for more. I want to see more. You just dunked on somebody. Oh my God, what else can you do? Can you shoot? Can you rebound? Can you play defense? I just see you knock somebody's helmet off. What else can you do? So make sure that you put your best highlight at the beginning of the reel. Number 2, make sure that you hold your device's landscape. By landscape, I mean sideways, so that you're not holding it like this and you're only capturing half of what's going on in the shot. Hold it landscape, all right? That's going to save you a lot of trouble later on when it's time to edit. Number 3, use clean music, all right? You never know who's going to be watching your highlight reel. And if it start off with BITC blank blank and 8 blank, they're probably not going to watch it. So you got to be thinking about the end in mind. So you want to make sure that you don't, run off any potential recruiters or anything like that. So make sure that you keep the reel with clean music, preferably just the instrumental. All right. Number 4, remove all unnecessary footage. We do not need to see your free throw, maybe just 1 or 2, just so you can show people that you can shoot a free throw, but we don't need to see the whole 10-second routine. We don't need to see the timeouts. We don't need to see just random stuff that's going on in the video. It wastes people time. People get bored. They're going to keep scrolling, all right? And number 5, which is probably the most important one, make sure you hire somebody that knows what they are doing. You get what you pay for. You have to be willing to invest in your ability to play, or you invest money into shoes and clothes and everything else, and you say you want to go to the next level, then you need to be willing to put that same, $100 or $200 or whatever the case may be, whatever they charge, if you're going to get good work. be willing to put that same amount of revenue into your highlight reel or your videography or your photography or whatever the case may be. So those are the 5 ways that we're going to give you that will improve your highlight reel. One last thing before we get off of here. I want to thank Chris and Jade for jumping on the line. And I want to show people that there's enough resources for everybody to win. Like I shoot videos, but we all do things differently. I think we all have different things that we bring to the table. So whatever your preference is, you find the person that's going to provide you with what you're looking for. And you have a lot of talented people here in Middle Georgia that have specific skill sets that can provide you what you're looking for and provide great customer service. Chris actually has done some work for me with Life League. Like all my commercials, I don't know if people saw them on Instagram. Chris actually shot those because I knew I couldn't do it. So I was like, let me go find somebody who can. Pulled up. And it's other jobs that people have come to me asking, could I do it? I'm like, I can't do it, but Chris can. So I forward them to Chris. Same thing.
You feel me? Gotta break it up.
Same thing with Jade. I hit Jade. I said, Jade, you like somebody I should know. And Jade probably like, what are you doing? I like to meet people doing the same things that I'm doing because I never know what I might be able to collaborate with you. And of course, we was gonna work on some stuff before COVID, but we'll get to it eventually. But I think it's good for people to see, especially 3 young Black professionals in the climate that we're in, that we ain't got to be hating on one another in order to get stuff done, man. We can all thrive in the situation that we're in. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you got a couple more people in the chat. My boy Ralph Taylor with the Middle Georgia Impalas Track Club. Parents, your expectation on coaches should match your commitment as a parent. Absolutely. You have to be willing to put in the same amount of effort as these coaches. They can't make your child do their homework at night. They're not gonna put up extra reps, that you can do with your child on your own. So you got to be willing to invest the same amount of effort and energy in your child as those coaches. Absolutely, coach. We also got Nicole Robinson in the chat.
Wifey, you feel me?
Shooters OD record. That's what's up. Make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff on the video. Make sure that you follow Life League on Twitter and on Instagram. Chris, where can the people follow you or find you if they would like to purchase your services?
You can get at me on shootersod.com, just straight up shootersod.com. ShootersOD on Instagram, shooters_OD on Twitter, ShootersOD on YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok. What else they got? LinkedIn. What else they got? I think that's it. That's a lot of stuff. Whatever platform you want me on, we on, you know what I'm saying? We on live. What's up? Facebook, everything.
No doubt. Make sure y'all follow Shooters OD everywhere. Jade, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Unreported by Jay on Instagram. I got my personal page up there, but you don't really have to hit me up on my personal page. You can just hit me up on my business page. I try to get back with you within 24 hours. I'm on Facebook as my name, Jade Phelps, but I haven't been on Facebook in a minute. But my messages, you can still send me on Messenger on Facebook. But those are my only 2 contacts right now. But like I said, I got a 24-hour turnaround on Instagram, so I promise to get back to you, if you message me. So yeah. And when you looking for me, I'm sitting right here in this chair, like editing right now. Like that's where I am.
Jay be everywhere. Well, I was like, dang, Jay be all in New York and Philadelphia.
Man. I'm tired, Jeff. I know it. Like you won't even believe it. Like my hard drive crashed on me like last week. Like I can laugh about it now, but last week, like I was a mess. Like I had done so much work and it erased everything. Everything. Look at Chris' face. Like how I was feeling. Like it ruined my whole night. It ruined my whole night. Like. So it's like, yes, like I definitely found a different appreciation for this. I was like, yeah, this is definitely more than a hobby now. Like I have to love this because I had to redo everything.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, man. Again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight for the 5 ways that you can improve your highlight reel. Thanks again to Chris and Jade for jumping on the show tonight. And make sure that you tune in next week for another episode of Life League TV. All right, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
It's another classic.
You are now rocking with the Life League.
Yeah, you can hear me still?
It's another classic.
Oh, Life League gonna be at the game? I gotta turn up.